All right, mamas, it's the blood red moon. I'll be posting a video about it here, so be on the lookout for adults. But this one's for children. What is my ritual for this warm moon, which is also a blood moon, which is also a lunar eclipse? What is my family and I gonna do today? I have 3 kids, even I get my 18-year-old involved. And yes, I'm that old, don't ask. And this one is gonna be super exciting. And these are the traditions I do because of these cosmic energies that we're going to be experiencing in a few days. Something to keep in mind that there is a post and pre-shadow period. I probably should have said that the other way around. That kind of delivers a glimpse of what you're going to expect. So as a mama, realistic spiritualist who loves to dumb it down even for adults, I take this handy dandy book out called Natural Magic by the amazing Lindsay Squire. I'm sorry if I butcher that name. And I break it open to the full moon page. See, that's great. Look at that. Whoa. So I remind my children what a full moon consists of, and what specifically this one's all about. And I have an amazing book series that actually takes kids on an adventure with the full moon fairy. I talked about them in my previous video about each specific full moon. And this one is the worm moon. Huh, boy?
I can be up my cave.
Yes, sure can.
Daddy,
Here we go. Under the Worm Moon by Carly Bonfante. This one is going to explain in kid terms what the worm moon is all about. So I would highly recommend getting an amulet if you don't have one. I have one always around my neck. Get ready to charge some water under this full moon. The kids actually really enjoy that one. Making moon water to drink and use in rituals is a really fun one. And herbs that you might have that are easy to get. So these are the typical books that I break out when it's about 4 days or so before the full moon. I like to do something that kind of aligns with the theme. This one's a blood moon. It's also a worm moon, which is the same every year in this time of the year. So that part doesn't change. But the blood moon and the lunar eclipse and all the other aspects that are going to be energetically maneuvering around. I'm trying to figure out what the fuck is on my porch. What am I looking at? Anyway, where was I? Motherhood, am I right? I have a collection of moon water I have accumulated throughout the years. I'm going to show you very different, powerful seasons. This one is actually from Florida during the supermoon of 21. That was amazing. That is some powerful stuff. As you can see, I try not to use too much of it. This is banished black water, anointed with a full moon. I didn't put the year because I'm a dumbass. This one is the lunar eclipse in Virgo, blood moon that happened in 2025. This is going to be last year's vial of moon water. I use those along with other herbs and seasonings to do some rituals that are realistic, simple, easy to understand and do, especially if you want to incorporate it with the children. They especially love the ones where you're burning stuff. Supervision, of course, very needed. Yes? So we get our water ready, fresh, filtered, distilled, preferably water, ready to set out on the windowsill or on the porch, somewhere where the moon is going to be visually, energetically kind of shining over it. You know what I mean? So we go outside a little bit before and we collect some moss, some leaves, some dry stuff here and there, all earthy, right? They have a cute little collector box that I'll show you that actually comes with that book series, a children's book series. Here's an example of what to put in it. Obviously we take those out and replace it, it's just paper. But we're gonna have them fill it up. We do that every month. And then the night of the full moon, they take out and leave out their little boxes right outside their bedroom door where the little moon fairy will come and deliver some little fun things that the fairy has found along its journeys.
Do it to me.
Hold on.
I want to buy some toys. Let's get it.
Okay, my turn. Sometimes we will let the older kids be in the hot tub the night of the full moon, especially in the winter. That's always fun. Barefoot on the grass the night of the full moon before they go to bed. They get to run barefoot, and it's just a fun little thing. So how do you explain this one to kids? Now, obviously, my 18-year-old, I talk to her the way I talk to you. But how do you explain this blood moon to a younger child that wants to be a part of your rituals? I got you. Have you noticed the sky feeling a little bit differently lately? Maybe you've been feeling a little different too, and that's okay. Something really special is happening up in the sky, and it might explain a lot. And this kind of connects with the phrase, as above, so below. My kids are already knowledgeable about how energies affect us, how the moon affects the ocean's current and movement, and how that naturally affects us because our bodies is full of fluids, etc. So they've already got a one-on-one on some of this. You know how sometimes the sun sets and the whole world turns orange and pink and red? Well, on Tuesday, March 3rd, the moon is going to turn that same beautiful deep red color. I know, exciting, and it's going to stay that way for almost an entire hour. It's called the blood moon. I know, blood, that's kind of scary word, but it's a very cool thing in this case. It's not magic, but it's science. The earth moves right between the sun and the moon, and all the earth's sunrises and sunsets at the exact moment get painted onto the moon. So what you're seeing is every sunrise and sunset on the planet all at once, glowing on the moon's surface. Watch my other video where I kind of detailed the science part of that for us adults. But isn't this pretty incredible, right? So why might I be having some big feelings? Here are some really important things to know. The moon affects how we feel. Just like the moon controls the ocean tides, making the water rise and fall, it also gently stirs up the feelings inside of us. During this blood moon, those feelings get turned up a little bit louder. So if you're feeling any of these things, it's completely normal. You might be feeling extra sad or teary, wanting to cry, and that's okay. Even without knowing exactly why, let those feelings happen. You might be feeling a little more frustrated or irritable than usual. Not just you, honey, it's gonna be mommy too. Some days I can't use the excuse of the blood moon, but this time I will be. You might be feeling worried or anxious about things that normally feel fine. You might be a little extra tired, like your body needs more rest than usual. Confused or overwhelmed, like too many feelings are happening all at once. And extra excited or sensitive. Everything feeling bigger and brighter than it typically does. So these are called big feelings, and the moon can make them feel even bigger than normal. And that doesn't mean anything is wrong with you. It just means you are human and you are feeling, and that is a beautiful gift. The older ones, you can go down history lane, talk about the Inca people and how they viewed it, talk about the Native Americans, talk about cultures. You can also continue to go, what does this mean for us as a family? Think of it like a real deep breath of the whole world. You breathe in, you hold it, and then you slowly let it go, and everything feels a little clearer and brighter afterwards. It's a wonderful time to do these things as a family. Maybe let them choose. Talk about your feelings. I'm a listening ear. Ask for extra hugs. It's perfectly okay. Any time of the year anyway. Draw or write about what you're feeling, getting it all out of your head and onto paper. Look up at the sky. If you're awake early enough, you just might be able to watch the moon turn red together. Be extra gentle with yourself and others. Give grace. Maybe your brother is annoying the crap out of you, but be a little bit patient because it's probably because of this big, powerful moon. It's just bringing it all out of us. End it with a little message, just for kids. The moon has been watching over us since the very beginning of time. Every culture and language and family, all under this same moon, all around the world. When you look up on Tuesday morning and you get a chance to see it glowing a red, know that billions of people across history has looked up at the same sight and felt exactly what you're feeling. Wonder, awe, and quite sense that something bigger than us is at work. Your feelings are not too big. Your feelings are not too much. They're yours and they matter immensely. Okay, mamas, this is really a wonderful, wonderful opportunity to kind of normalize big emotions, big feelings with your little children, even your big ones. I know my 18-year-old can use a reminder about her fucking big feelings. Sit with them in the feeling rather than rushing to fix things. It's going to be chaotic, perhaps. It's going to be stressful. They're going to be arguing. And it could be, you could be irritable. Full moons, hospitals are usually crowded on a full moon. There is science and data to back up that some weird energies come out of full moons, let alone blood moon with some crazy energies happening up there. So sit with them. The blood moon is a natural, beautiful invitation to really slow down, connect, and remind your little ones that everything they feel is valid. Everything. And that you're right there with them, and that their feelings matter and will always matter. And if they ever don't matter to somebody, they need to cut them out of their lives. Excuse you.